Hey guys, welcome to Model Monday, and this is the Monday, I guess we're about 12 days before Christmas, 10 days before Christmas. So a lot of us are out getting Christmas presents. If you don't celebrate Christmas, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sure you celebrate. If you celebrate something, great. If you don't celebrate anything, hey, that's okay too. But I celebrate Christmas. And so I'm out looking for presents today and everything else. Went to a car show. You'll see some good videos that went up for that yesterday and today as well. But what I wanted to do today is two things. One, you're always watching. You're always watching me put up videos where we're building models, and you see all the stuff that we have, all the equipment and the helping hands, all the stuff that, cans of paints and brushes from 20 years ago and all this other stuff. And you're like, that's great, Sean, but it's just me and my son or my daughter or whatever, and we don't build a lot of models. We're just like a regular family. We don't have a model room. We don't have a hobby table. We just have a kitchen table. And so it's nice that I can do this on a channel with dedicated equipment and everything, but what can you do? So today, this is a pretty cool thing. So today I went out and I found this snap tight kit. Now, if you look at it, it's got a $6.97 Kmart price tag on it. But I'm gonna tell you, this kit is actually from like 1989, somewhere on here. And I have no idea when that was on here, but I found it for $5. And it's still wrapped in plastic. It's the number 28 Haviland T-Bird. It's a snap together kit. It's a nice little kit. And the T-Bird, they stopped using that many years ago, decades ago. So this is an old kit by Haviland, but you know what? It's a cool kit. I haven't opened it yet, obviously, but I just got that today. So then the other thing, and I wanted to show you, is I also stopped at Goodwill. And see that price? That price says $9.99. And I know we're a car channel and everything else, and we do some model cars, but it's Christmas time. Let me show you what I got for 10 bucks. There you go. We got a Bachmann Galaxy HO Easy Track System train set from Goodwill for $10. Now, this has all the track in it because I opened it up. It has all the track in it. It has the power supply, and it has all the pieces, and they work. Now, I don't think it has some of the other stuff that came with it, which would have been like, I don't even know if telephone poles. It doesn't have the 24th Street and railroad signs and figures. But it has the oval track, it has the plug-in wiring, the power pack, and the train. Now, I looked this up online. Well, actually, April looked it up online. And I think she said it was $159 new. So we went over, like I said, to Goodwill. Number one, got us a train set that runs. We did plug it in. I hooked it up and it runs for $10, which you can't buy one of these train cars right now for $10. So I just want to show you this $6 kit, probably 20 bucks now, or $5 kit. Sorry, $5 kit, 20 bucks. This train set, $10 instead of 150. Go out and check these little places out. Goodwill stores and everything else. I'll be honest with you, the camera that I'm shooting this on, this GoPro, I got from a pawn shop. I bought one new because we have a couple, but the one that I'm looking at right now, I bought at a pawn shop, and I saved about 150 bucks because it came with all kinds of stuff. Anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. It's a way of saving money. Saving money. Is this kit going to be any worse for wear because I bought it at Goodwill versus bought it at Hobby Lobby? Nope. But we're going to see what it looks like now. So welcome to another episode of Junkyards and Barn Finds with Sean, and I'm Sean. Welcome to Monday night. Sorry with the camera. All right, so welcome to Monday, Model Monday. So let's open this up. And I know some of you guys are like, oh my God, he's opening up this kit that's been closed. That's why I don't, it's a model kit. That's what I like about it. They're model kits. That's what I do. I build them. So let's open this up. And all we're going to do is build this from the box. No glue, no paint. It says no glue. It snaps together. It's 25 pieces. Let's put it together. So the only tool we're going to use so we're going to build this from the box. No glue. The only thing I'm going to have is a pair of scissors. Okay? I don't know if the decals, they're stick-on, so they shouldn't need any water. If they do, we'll use water as well. But we're going to use a pair of scissors in this box. I am not going to edit this. I am not going to cut this. So what you see, however long this takes, is however long it takes. We're going to take it from the box, put it together, and that's what it's going to look like. No retakes. By the way, if you hear me sneeze, it's because there's some dust on this box. All right, so let's open this up. The only reason we would stop is if the battery dies, and all I'll do is switch batteries at that point. However, I don't think the battery is going to die. So if you see some weird movement, that's because I don't want to do a take. This is all one take, and I haven't been in this box yet. So snap tight, skill level 1 from Monogram, the number 28 Haviland T-Bird. Let's see what we got here. Totally awesome, 71 Coupe. That is totally awesome. Lamborghini, I like that. The ZR1 1991 Corvette. I'm thinking, let's see, free catalog. Woo! We get a free catalog. I wonder if we sent this, would we still get the free catalog? Should we send it? Should we send this for the free cat? I'm going to send this for the free catalog. We'll mail this to Monogram. I don't even know if they're still in Chicago, but we'll check it out. All right, so we know this was not opened because it was factory sealed. We have us piece of glass, plastic. It's got the window open on the driver's side, and the drinker's side has nothing open, so that's good. Car is 1/32 scale. We like those. They go with our train platform, which you've seen. If you haven't seen the train platform, then you might want to go and look. We put a video up of building it, time-lapsed. All right, so we've got the kit with a little tab. We'll pop that off there. There we go. Little flashing. Could pop that flashing off right there. And we got the hood. This is A, part A, the hood. All right. So we're going to do this with no tools. So there you go. Let's see, we got 4 tires, 4 rubber tires. They're not hollow. We got 4 rims. We got the top of engine. I'm thinking that's the air cleaner right there. And we got us, ooh, look at this, we got us some stickers. So these are stickers. They are not decals, but that's okay. So we're gonna build this together. So if you wanna build one, the first one ever, and this is kit 1086, Monogram Snap Tight, 1992. So it looks like we won't even need any water. Let's open this up. Oh, there's one, there's one. Excuse me. So, number 1 is remove the tab off the tires. Well, we can use our scissors, because I'm not even using a hobby knife. We're just going to use scissors. We'll grab that, twist. Grab that, twist. grab that one, twist, grab that, twist. We're going to see if this, oh, the one came off by itself. Okay. We're going to see if this turns out to look just like the box. Or pretty close to the box. But if you're somebody who's thinking, hey, this would be really good for my grandson, granddaughter, my son or daughter, myself, and I don't know how to do this stuff, and I don't want to be around glue or anything, well, that's what we're doing this for. We're going to see how easy is this to put together from the box in real time. All right, so then we have to get the wheels. So there we go. Push, spin, push, spin. Push, spin, push, spin. All right, let's not break this, so let's use our scissors. Really shouldn't use scissors, but we're going to use scissors because that's probably what most of you guys have. Everybody's got scissors. So we're going to cut that so we don't break the hose, and cut that. There we go. And then we'll spin, twist. There we go. Spin and twist. Let's see. So we've so far used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 parts. So we're already got half the parts. So putting this in, we have to push inside. If you look inside here, bring my light over here. If you look inside, I don't know if you can, but you can see it says Goodyear on one side and it doesn't say anything on the other. And if you look in there, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a groove in there. So what we want to do is probably gonna have to clean that. Okay. So we may have to cheat and get a piece of sandpaper or a nail file. Maybe we'll get a nail file real quick if we need it. So we're just going to push this over here. And just push, oh, no, there you go. Look at that, pushed it right on. Woo! I would say Yahoo, but I think you're not allowed to say that anymore because there's a company called Yahoo. But that looks cool. There we go. So we're just going to make sure you got the groove. Make sure that the part that says Firestone is facing the front or facing down. And then you just put, oh, or we can face this up. Make sure Firestone's facing up. And push. There. So that one's in too. There we go. And this one's facing up, and there's the Goodyear, Firestone, Goodyear, sorry. I'm sorry because I think they probably paid a lot of money to Goodyear for the fees, and for me to be saying Firestone is not a nice thing. All right, let's pull this one back out. All right, let's put that away for the second. We're gonna put this one here, put that straight up, and that one's good right there. Okay. You know, I don't care what a model kit can cost $1 million, and for some reason there's always going to be that one tire that is a pain in the buttocks. All right, so we got Goodyear facing forward. We got the front of the tire facing forward, and we're going to go ahead and there, push it on. All right. So we got our tires and rims. So we are done step one. Woo! Step one is done. All right, let's get the chassis out of the bag. Chassis comes in red, body came in black, wheels came in chrome. Still haven't used the scissors, just pulling it apart with my fingers. Alrighty. So there's the chassis right here. So we're going to cut there. Cut there, and we have the chassis. So if we look at part 2, there's your chassis right there, just like that. All right, so we're going to, doesn't say whether it matters which wheel they go on. So that one goes on there. I guess they only fit one way. Let's see. That one goes on there, or it fits on there anyway. This goes here. And this one, seriously, there we go. Okay. All right, so we got our chassis done. That's faster than a pit crew. We go to step 3. Step 3 is a retainer. Okay, there's a retainer somewhere. Let's see, so let's get part number 1B. We'll get the pin for 18 and the pin for 19. So here's the pin for 18 right here. And here's the pin for 19 right here. Yep, we're doing this at this regular speed as well. So here we go. So we have this pin goes in that slot according to the directions. And then this goes under here for the retainer. There we go. So that one's done. Don't know why. So push it onto a hard surface, which... Okay. Alright, so now that's in there, the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, this thing's a little twisted, but it's probably been sitting in this, well, it's been sitting in this box, let's see, 91, 2001, 2011, so it's been 30 years since it's been put into this box, so we'll cut some slack the fact that it's not sitting exactly 100% perfect on the table. All right, let's get the exhaust and suspension. Where's that? I'm thinking that's that one. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like the exhaust and suspension, so... Cut, 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 and cut. And it's still sticking somewhere. Oh, over there. Okay. So we got this. And this, if we look at the directions, go underneath. And we put this here. There's, let's see, these two go over, so that's that part of the suspension. Tell you what, this isn't a bad little learning tool for a first kit, because it does have some neat parts. I'm not sure how the strength of these are going to be. That clicks. And there's... I don't know how long this is going to stay together. So now we're on, look at this. We're cruising. We're at number 5. So 5, we take the top of the engine, we take the bottom of the engine, we take the air cleaner. So we're going to put this part on this part and snap it in. Okay, again, that part and that part. That part, and come now, come on. Seriously. Come on, you guys designed this. Let's see. There's holes. Oh, come on, man. If they can't have a 55-year-old man do it, oh, shoot. How do they expect a child to do it? Although, honestly, if you ask most people, I'm just like a giant child myself. And, I mean, seriously, kids can program computers way better than me. Crap. Seriously, what is the dealio? See, normally I would edit right now and be like, and fight this and fight this. And, got half. And then I come back and be like, oh, this was a little difficult to put on, but today you are watching the entire process. There we go. All right, now we're gonna pop this air cleaner in, and the flat side goes to the front, and the flat side goes to the front. There we go. Moving onward and upward. Okay, so we're going to now take this engine. I believe we are going to flip this over. There we go. And it's still on there. Is it still on there? Yeah, it's still on there. Okay. And then we're going to push this on there, which just pushed it back off. So now we got to go underneath and click it on. All right. So next is take retainer 17 and full roll cage floor plan assembly. Roll cage floor plan assembly. So that is, I don't know what that is. Is that this one? That might be this one. Yeah, I think that's this one. Okay, so let's cut that there, cut that there, cut there, flip it over, cut that piece off there. Cut that little molding piece off. When you do this part, just make sure you're only cutting the little round mold head, or whatever they call it. I don't even know what to call it. Mold piece, mold head, mold lead, black mold. I don't know. Whatever. All right. That. We're getting close, folks. That. Oh my gosh. And that. All right, so we have this. Did we not put the fan on? I don't think it told me. Hold on, let's back it up. Back up here. Huh. I blew right past step 6 and didn't even put the front of the motor on. What? Guys, you got to tell me these things, because just so hold your patience. All you guys are like, oh, you didn't put the fan on, the whole front of the engine is missing. I was so concerned with getting those valve, the whole top of the engine on, that I forgot. All right, so there's that one, and then this whole belt assembly with pulleys and belts and belts and pulleys, and then more pulleys, and then a couple more belts. If they'd have molded it black, I would have remembered, but they didn't mold it black. So now, see, nice thing, awesome thing about snap-togethers is if you make a mistake, as we all certainly will from time to other time, that fan belt assembly goes here. All right, so fan belt assembly. And here's the other thing. This is made for little hands, because my big old fat mitts are kind of hard on these little things. Notice how I'm making all these excuses, so when I end up breaking apart, what was I pushing on there? But when I end up breaking one of these parts,
that I will be able to dignify myself by saying it's not my fault. When we all know, hey, listen, anything that breaks on here is going to be my fault because I'm the only one. There we, oh, crap. Wow, that popped on, popped right off. You guys wonder why I don't make real cars on this channel. Ow. Although I'm thinking about it in the spring. I'm thinking about buying something and building it as well. Because I really need a car for the channel, so when I'm driving around and visiting people, they go, oh, yeah, we know you because you drive a car instead of this Ford Edge that I drive right now because my Mustang got wrecked along with my leg. Ow. All right. Let's see. There we go. Yay. There's our engine. Now the top half can go and click on to the bottom half. And it did. And something moved. I think this did. Oh yeah, that did, and then that did, and then that did, and then that did, and then that. So one of the good things about these cars is that, did I push that in the wrong way? Let's see. I think this was like this, and this should have been popped. Oh yeah, that goes the other way. My fault. This is the retainer for something. I don't even know what that's a retainer for. Do we need to have it that way? Do we really? Can we put it in? Oh. Wait. What? Okay. So this goes like this. What is that retainer for? Is that for... Oh, that's for the body. So yeah, we kind of have to pop this off and put it in the right way. Well, as I said, I'm kind of a good thing this is a snap together kit. All right, we may have to make an exception and use a table knife, a butter knife. Let me go get a butter knife. So I'll be right back in 1 second. We're not even going to shut the cameras off. Be right back. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We'll be back. Don't need to be freaking out. Relax. Trying to use all the tools that you guys would have. And so I have 2 butter knives in the kitchen. All right. Because I don't know if we need 2, but I figured I'd get 2. Because 2 is always better than 1 in everything in life, pretty much, except for when you're talking heart attacks. Then probably 1 is enough. Okay. So, this was... Come on. I did such a good job getting it in there that now I don't want to break it getting it out. So we pushed it in, and it went in. Okay. As I said, I don't know why people don't want me building them cars, real cars. I don't have a pair of pliers, but I have this next to me, so I'm just gonna... You could use pliers. Everybody has pliers in their house. Alright, so far we use scissors, pliers. I don't count these knives. These knives did nothing, so they can go over there. Alright, so we need this to go pointed upward. Oh, that makes way more sense, see? Because now that's nice and smooth. Now we can push this in. It says push against something hard, which we did. Now that we're sure it's going in the right direction. Except now the engine's coming off. Now this is coming off. It's okay. All right, so now the exhaust tips, the exhaust came off because I had to push that on. I think we all saw that coming. And now that exhaust thing at the bottom is also the engine, so now we got to push the engine back on. I hope it, and then of course, so this is why we use glue, but we're not using glue today. Not using any glue. So, all right, now we're back where we should be. Sort of. Something. Yeah, this is very twisted. Like, if this was iced tea, it would very much have a lot of alcohol in it because it'd be twisted iced tea, and then I just pop that off again. We're just gonna have to keep playing with that one. All right, so we got that, we got that, we got the engine. We put the engine in. We now have this part, and this says a hard surface to put this in. Huh? What goes in there? Oh, okay, so that's the back part. All right, so we're gonna take that piece. What's the piece number? We're at 17 there, and 15, which is the pin here. Alrighty, there we go. Let's put that up there for now. And we're going to put this pin sticking up from the bottom in there. Yay. And we're going to take this piece and put that in there. And it says a hard surface. I'm going to shave the top off there. There we go. All right. And steering wheel. Where's the steering wheel? Huh. Steering wheel A, number 7. I see the shifter. See a steering wheel anywhere? Oh, in the bag. This is why you never throw bags out till you're done building the model. It's way in there in the bottom of the bag. And let's see. So 11, which is the dashboard here. So we have to cut this piece, cut this piece. Actually, let's cut it here. And cut it there. And then twisty twist. Alright, so now we're going to put the steering wheel, goes on the steering column. And it goes, steering wheel goes on the steering column. The steering wheel goes on the steering column. Okay. The steering wheel, was it molded without a hole though? Alright, so then I gotta use my non-existent fingernails to clear the flashing off of it. And then let's just put this puppy on. Let's just put this puppy on. I said let's put this puppy on. Oh, nope. 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 There we go. It's on. And then we're not touching it. Alright, so this gets pushed onto those. There's there's 2 things here. 1, 2. And there's 2 holes under there, so we're going to push those on there. Oh, we got it. Look at that. First, whew, that was lucky. So we have, oh, we got one. What about the other one? And then what, does these fold up? Yeah, they fold up. So they fold up, and this thing clicks on one side. There we go. And this side folds up, and this one clicks on that side. Wow, actually, now that's pretty ingenious, folks. That's pretty cool. I did not see that coming at all. All right, we need the shifter, and I saw that. So here's our shifter. And that looks like that's all the parts off of this tree, but we'll just put that over there for now. I'm gonna put the shifter. I should have put the shifter in first. I knew I should have but I didn't. All right. Oh, dang, there's the steering wheel again. All right, let's pop this open. And let's put the steering wheel on again. Okay, so this is why I make glue models. Can we just pretend, maybe, that the driver's out of the car and he... Okay, so the battery died, unfortunately. And then, so the battery died. I had to move this light. There we go. All right. So the steering wheel's back on, and no, literally it just did it by itself. I did not cheat. Seriously, I did not cheat. All I did was get. So now we have to push this back on. Click, click. Oh, come on. Click, click. And we have to put the front one. It should fit. It should fit in there. There we go. And then this one fits in there. Because it's not smooth enough. That's why. Because I'm not using a razor knife or anything. But we need that to go under there. That's why. And then the steering wheel comes off. Okay. So if we get this here, and then get that one there, and then that does that, and then that does that, and okay, and we get this to go here. Oh, yes. So we have it together, and then we take this, and we put this like that. Aha! Ho ho ho! Oh my gosh. Oh man, this is awesome. So we got our shifter in, we put the dash top in, and we put everything up. So last thing is to take the glass. Oh wait, that means I gotta let this go, and it's gonna pop, and then it's gonna, oh man. All right. We all know that what's gonna happen there. All right, so glass, we just do that. And then we're gonna put our glass in. Push this on. There we go. Look at that, clicked right in. That's like the best, if you guys watch this channel, that's the best glass I've ever actually put in any model just now. So we are going to slide this on top of this. Oop, push the glass. Didn't mean to push the glass. So let's stick this in here. Oh, I pushed the glass again. I don't want to push the glass. All right. Oh my gosh. I'm just making a mess of the whole thing. So lesson learned, don't push on the glass when you try to put it in, because it just, and you have to take this apart. And we all know what just happened. I can even hear it. I think the steering wheel came off again. Did it? No, it did not. Awesome. You know it's going to. We all know. At some point, this steering wheel is going to fall off again. But let's put the glass there and then pop it in there. Now that's that way. And I'm not, yeah, I know we're not following the directions because I tried to follow the directions. It didn't really work out for me. So sometimes you just got to freelance. Oh, I just pushed on the windshield again. Son of a gun. Okay, it didn't move. Good. All right. There is our Winston Cup car with its engine. And there's its hood. And there's our car. And there's our model. Are we done? I don't think we're done, because I think we have a whole sheet of stickers. And I am pretty sure we're putting the stickers on, because that's part of the fun. I can tell you, so far, it's more fun than trying to keep that that thing right there in the roll cage. It's more fun than trying to keep that steering wheel on. I know that. So let's go here. And we got our stickers. And we also got our box. So let's look at our box. So this is the box right here. So let's see, we got Thunderbird stickers. So let's take, this looks like the front sticker. We're gonna wrap this around. And we're gonna wrap that around there. All right, good, happy. We got our Haviline Texaco hood sticker. And actually it's two stickers that fit, and then once you put, yep, that's what happens. So once you put that on, which we did, so there we go. So now the hood can open. And we get us on the side over here. We have all these stickers here. So these. Let's go right here. Well, I just put them on crooked. Man. Pick them back up. Man, oh, come on, dude. Tweezers would be good here, but we're not using tweezers because Sean said we're not using anything. All right. So let's do it this way. Better. And Die Hard sticker. And the number 28 sticker. Okay, and Haviline with the star, according to our picture on our box there, the star's in the back. So that means this one is the one that goes over the wheel here. Okay. And the big 28 goes on the roof. You can do that one. And that goes for the TV side, so they can see the driver and the number on the TV. And then we got to put the other Die Hard sticker on there. By the way, if you do this, you really should have some kind of fingernails or something, because when you don't, it's very, very hard. We're going to put those right there. And then we're going to take this whole group of sponsor stickers. Each paid like $1 gazillion to be some minor sticker that nobody can ever read. And we're going to put that right there. And we're going to put this number 28 on the side, right here. And we'll put this Havoline right here. Okay, there, just so you know, I don't think that the Havoline, see the H goes way up there because they cut that very weird. So that's all right. We're gonna have to deal with that for now. Because if not, it goes too far down. Where's my knife? Ah, see, now a butter knife's come in handy. Told you it's good to have a butter knife. Kind of, sort of, maybe. I don't know. See if we stretch this or not. Alright, so let's just do it this way. We can do it two ways. We can either have the Havoline too low, which I think we'll end up doing. So we'll just put the H there. And then this goes like that. And then we'll just tuck this up inside the wheel well. Get off the wheel. Get off the wheel. There you go. Get off the wheel. Alright. There we go. Havoline. Welcome to Havoline. Yeah. I know, our sponsor's not going to be happy with that, but that's going to be the best we can do for today. Alright, let's see. The back has Havoline across the back. We're going to have to pay a sponsorship fine. I get it. I know, we get it. They didn't even pretend to put on the back light stickers on these. And that one I put in crooked because my fingers are too fat for this little model kit. See, I told you I'm not going to blame me. I'm going to blame somebody else because I can't even pull that off. Almost. Oh, all right. So put the star there. Does Havoline even exist anymore, guys? I don't even know. To be honest with you, I really don't. Texaco. I guess Texaco still does, right? I don't know. I haven't seen a Texaco in a long time. So was Texaco bought out by somebody? I don't know. But it was around when this model was made, that's for sure. For sure. Alright, Texaco System 3. Yeah, it's off center on there too, so I don't know. See, we can either have it too low like here or too high. They just made that sticker too big for the car model. So you'll actually understand if this is a real car. You won't be able to just say, hey, that's not a real car, because this sticker's too big. And I'll be like, yeah, and the fact that it's sitting on my shelf, because real cars can't sit on a shelf in my house. They're too big. All right, let's put the Goodyear tire over here that they paid lots of cool money for, and that we kept calling it Firestone. We'll do that. And then we'll put the Goodyear one over here too, as well. Also, not two. Use also. Is that a, we'll use that also. Also, is that an adverb? I don't even know. which I really should, but I don't. All right, so let's put the little star on the pillar. If we look, there's a still up star right there on this pillar, which of course is not. I like water decals because if you have a water decal, once you put it on, you slide it into place. With stickers, they don't slide. All right. Yeah. So now I gotta look and say, okay, so it goes like that. Put that one on there. And then we put the signature. I believe it's Davey Allison. Davey Allison. Goes here. Nope. Try to put it under it, see if it fits under this giant ridge of a roof. Oh, we're just gonna put it right there. And we'll take this and put this one right here. Even though he's not sitting in the seat, that should say Mrs. Allison, because Davey's on that side. And we put Ford on the front. Bird. So this is a Ford. So we're going to put Ford dead center. Right. Really? Now you're going to pop up and be a pain in my buttocks. No, you was not. Nope. All right. There. Come on. Come on. All right. So there. And then the number 28 goes over one of the headlights, which is the headlight on the left, on the drinker side. There we go. And what else we got? Oh, and we got competition cams. So we got this sticker that runs along the rocker on driver's side. Right here. And we're going to put these stickers. Oop. Man, they had tons of sponsors back in the day, huh? We got all these sponsorship stickers. These go here. And then the Ford sponsorship goes on the back all the way back there. And this side we're going to use rocker panel. There we go. And these go here. And yeah, I know. I put that's first set on crooked. We'll go back. Yes, we will fix. I will fix this so it's not crooked. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Gotta go there as close as we can. All right. So yeah, the 28 probably could have moved over a little bit. However, and this can go to the center of the actual roof instead of all the way over to the drinker side, because I didn't. Nope. That's nope. Yep. All right. So there we go. And how long did that take us? Time. Shoot, I don't know. Probably about what, 45 minutes or something like that. Fun, educational. We got us, and I'll be honest with you, it really actually looks just like the box, except for having chrome rims instead of black rims. So there you go, guys. That is Model Monday. And that's a whole snap tight kit, start to finish, no cuts. The only thing we did was ran out of batteries, so we had to stop for a minute or two while I put the batteries, swapped them out. Other than that, no paint, no anything. And we got us a stock car, so we can go racing now. We got us a NASCAR stock car. Look at that thing. Actually, it's fairly pretty. I like it. Yeah, I have a lean sticker, a little messed up. But, you know, hey, life's a little messed up. What can I do about it? Anyway, thanks for joining us. I hope you have a Merry Christmas coming up. I'm going to... Actually, while I have you here, if you've watched, I have a Chevy pickup truck, I have a Ford pickup truck, and I have a Dodge pickup truck. Which one would you like me to build? So... just let me know which one you want me to build next. Let me go get the kits, and I'll give you the choice. Alrighty, fellers. We want to build that one. We want to build that one. Or do we want to build this one? So we've got 78 Dodge, we got GMC with a snowplow, and we got Firestone Ford. So you guys tell me which one you want, and that is the one that we will build. So put in the comments for Model Monday here, and that will be the one we build for next week. Anyway, there's our Havoline car. I actually think it turned out way better than I thought it was going to be. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out all our new videos of real cars that we've put up. And thanks again for watching this. And you can build one of these. All we used, a pair of scissors. This aren't pliers, but we had to fix our mistake. And one knife. That was it. No glue, no paint, no anything. And it came out that good. So you can do that, your kids can do that, fun project, really great Christmas present or holiday present or just present because it's Tuesday. See you guys, thank you so much for watching. April, should they subscribe to this channel even if they don't like cars today for this one?
Probably just for this one.